Hi there, my name is Ollie and I'm part of the Rise recruitment team. And I'm here to talk to you about failure as part of the job application process. So the first thing to say is that failure is really normal. By virtue of the process, there's going to be more applications than there are job offers. So you're more likely to experience a rejection than a job offer. However, I feel like often we only ever hear about the people who are successful, who've got the job offers, either friends, family, etc. So we're here to firstly say that failure is an incredibly normal part of the process and is not something to worry about or feel ashamed of. Research has shown that the less apps that you do, the less applications that you put in, often are of a higher quality and give a better chance of success. And this is absolutely something we'd encourage with Rise. And it also can have less of an impact on your studies if you are still doing these as well. Another point to note is that often whether or not you get the job is not always entirely about you and your performance. There can be many different factors that go into a decision like this, such as business growth, business kind of development plans where the business sees itself going, culture fit. So I think it's often not necessarily a personal attack on you. It's not something to take personally. As I say, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that can impact this decision. Another point that we would really strongly recommend is to try and take feedback wherever it's given. So as part of the Rise process, you should have access to feedback at every stage. However, we're conscious that it's not always the same with other recruitment processes. So we'd really encourage you to kind of take it upon yourself to reach out for this feedback. And then once you have it, to sit down with your family, your friends, or best of all, your career service to kind of go through that feedback, learn from it and work out how you can use it to get better next time. The other point here is to practice. So you, like with anything in life, I think, get better at things the more you practice them. So with jobs, we often say if you've never experienced rejection, you're not being ambitious enough. So we definitely say to practice, keep going, keep taking those learnings, applying them for next time, and you will find a job eventually if you learn from it and keep going at it. Another really important point is around mental health. So we are very aware that there can be ups and downs in terms of your mental health in recruitment process, as with any kind of periods of transition. So particularly coming out of university and going into professional level work, there can be serious ups and downs in terms of mental health there. The important thing that we would say is that if you are experiencing issues or things like that, to reach out for support. There are lots of organisations and means for you to do this, part of which could be through your university, or another fantastic organisation who specialise in this area are called Student Minds. So we definitely encourage you to go onto their website, have a read up about what they do and some of the support that you could access through them, because it's really important to make sure that your mental health is prioritised throughout this whole process. So that's our kind of talk on failure. As I say, the key message is just that it's really normal, not something to be ashamed or worried about. And as I say, learn from that process, go again next time, and you will eventually find yourself a fantastic graduate level job. Thank you very much.